as we begin the second half. We apologize for a little technical inconvenience. About 30 seconds have gone with a Payson Gillespie 3 just happening. Culp with a 3, and he makes it, answering right back. Thomas takes it up the floor, listening to assignments for a little direction. Meeks up at the top, still in that 3-2, kind of a 2-3 zone defense for Papillion-La Vista. It's worked out with relative success. Reggie Thomas with the 3, and he drains it. Warriors starting off very well, 2 for 2, both 3-pointers. But same with Papillion-La Vista, 1 for 1, a 3-pointer in that. Reggie Thomas registers the first foul of the second half for the Warriors, and it'll be his first. Papillion-La Vista will take it down on the baseline. Meeks under the basket. Dempsey gets the ball. Little stop and pop, is not able to make it. Meeks with the rebound, going up fast to Thomas. Over to Gillespie. Meeks has it at the top of the key, still in that 2-2 box-ish. But Thomas with the 3 is unsuccessful. Number 23, David Kyle is able to get that rebound. Ball goes out of bounds and stays with Papillion-La Vista. Brokali will take the ball out. Nearly a 5-second call. And Cassell is able to get that shot down. 2 minutes have gone so far in this second half. And a little careless pass by Caleb Benning, almost a turnover for the Warriors. La Vista sticking with that press, or not a press, I apologize, with that zone defense. Caleb Benning at the corner 3 is unsuccessful. Payson Gillespie gets the rebound, and powers through, and is just taken away. Dempsey with the steal. Culp takes it up to gets the, down on the baseline. And Kyle with the points. I apologize for my stuttering. Thomas takes it up top, gives it to Meeks, to Gillespie. Chandler looks to penetrate, thinks again. Thomas with the ball. Meeks penetrates and gets the foul, but is just unable to get the and one down. Will take 2 shots this game. I apologize, this trip to the line. That'll be the first foul on Papillion-La Vista South for this half. Chandler Meeks, at the current moment in time, 69% from free throws this season. Is able to make that first. Looking for the second shot to make. That'll put it at another 8-point lead. And he does. Westside has started to press a little bit. Ball is into Culp. Benning on him right now. Culp gets it across fairly cleanly. Meeks almost with the steal at the top of the key. Culp gets it in the corner, passes it in to Dempsey. Reggie Thomas with a diving save, getting it to Chandler Meeks. Ball goes the other way. Logan Wilson with a nice feed from Chandler Meeks is able to get those 2 points down, pushing it to a 10-point lead. Meeks with a blocking foul there. Simons does not like that. An excellent drive, or I apologize, an excellent play by the Warriors, giving that pass to Logan Wilson, letting him get that score, building his confidence for the future. Culp at the top of the key, gives it off. Thomas with the deflected pass. Meeks gets the steal. Little hop step. Gillespie, Benning in the corner. and just misses the three. Dempsey is able to get the board and brings the ball up the court. That is a shot you have to make in such a very good feed. And it'll be an offensive foul on Kyle, sending it the other way against Reggie Thomas. Hope will check out of the game. The Warriors have it on the sideline. Meeks takes it up the court, gives it to Benning in the corner already. We've seen a lot of this pass around the top, then quick pass to the corner. Thomas with a three, and that's money.
Reggie Thomas, 8 points here so far tonight. What a start. Almost saw Brokale able to get a three-point play there. He'll go to the line with under 4 minutes to go. Of course, apologies for some mix-ups. Here was some technical difficulties. Looking to get a new computer next week to help ourselves out with some storage issues. Warriors up 13, 4 minutes left to go. Want to thank my co-partner, Cade Martin, so much here tonight for helping us get this set up in a great game. Top 10, a matchup. As you guys can watch this second half on Westside Wired and Warrior Television. Chandler Meeks checks into the ball game for CJ Mitchell. Warriors looking to keep their lead midway in this third quarter. And this place is loud. And his second shot is no good. Red Shield getting loud here tonight. Mitchell. We haven't seen Meeks in, of course. We've seen a lot of Mitchell at the top of the key. And going into the future, we're very likely to see this guy be somewhat of the leader of this team. Gillespie to give it off to Wilson. Great move around, looking for the layup, and CJ Mitchell slips, unable to get a good shot off. Mason Berger trying to work it around and give it off Kasut. Kasut trying to drive in, loses the ball, get himself back, and blocked from behind. Ball will stay to the Titans, but Logan Wilson, he's had a solid night up to this point, and that's another block to it. Dempsey at the block trying to drive in on Thomas. Able to get a good mismatch there, but unable to put it home. Wilson will give it to Thomas. And with 3 minutes left to go here in this third quarter, Warriors looking to continue their 13-point lead. Benning might have had a chance for a corner three, but he'll keep it himself. Wilson in the paint. You have Thomas looking for an open three in the wing, and no good. Rebound. We'll go over to Dempsey. Fabio Sal. Thought they might have looked to slow it down, but Dempsey looking to drive in on Wilson. Layup. Great move up and in. Able to get Wilson a little bit up his tippy toes and force a bad move looking for the layup. Gillespie working it around to Mitchell. Mitchell get out of Gillespie. Long three and in. Pacing Gillespie to put me on a stretcher. 13 points on the night. And a 14-point lead. And back the other way. Brokale wants to answer back and shush down this crowd. And so will Coach User. Warriors up by 11 with 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. And look into this second half, man. I mean, what a start for these Warriors.
I mean, you can say that as well, but Papillion-La Vista has tried to make this a ball game as much as possible. The shots were just falling right away for the Warriors. Shots are now falling for Papillion. It could go either way at this point. It might be an 11-point deficit for Papillion, but they're coming back. They're struggling as hard as they can to keep this lead as close as possible.
Yeah, I mean, Fabio South really hasn't been able to find their strength. We talked about in the first half. Warriors just, even though they were up, 2-3 scores, they really control the entire first half. And they're doing somewhat of the same in the second half. Of course, in no way is this game out of reach for Papillion-La Vista South. But Westside has been so dominant especially with 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. So we'll see these two teams come out. Of course, Papillion-La Vista, we talked about at the start of this game, looking for their first top 10 win in season history. In this season. Warriors trying to work it back around. Logan Wilson trying to work to the left wing. Going to give it off to Charlie Davis. Wilson still working it back around for the Warriors. Thomas looking to drive in for the layup and will get fouled. Thomas so far this season shooting 63% from the charity strike as he looks to continue to get something going here. And he makes the first one. Meeks will make them both. And Warriors up 13. Brokale trying to work it back around, giving it off Kasut. Kasut drying in, step back, and floater is up and good. Great stop and go from Kasut. Keeps it within 11. Wilson. Thomas on the mismatch. Warriors working to back around the perimeter. We've seen this so much here tonight. Thomas didn't want the three. And Westside trying to find something. Mitchell going to give it off to Wilson. Under a minute left to go. Almost gave it away. Oh, force a foul. And they'll put that one on. Number 25, Graham Kasut. It'll be his second of the night. Rizak gonna check it back in, get off to Davis. 4-3, no good. Go back to CJ Mitchell, get the rebound. Under 40 seconds left to go. Westside, maybe one, maybe two possessions left to go. Under 30. CJ Mitchell trying to work around Berger. Senior working on freshman. They're going to work it back around. 16 seconds left. Looking for the final shot. Simons looking for a big play. CJ Mitchell will try to find something. 10 seconds left to go. Thomas driving in. Layup. And it's no good. Great defense in the paint. 3 seconds left to go. Berger's got to find one final shot. Step back. Off the mark and in. Berger able to make something out of nothing. And Westside still keeps a 9-point lead. But this one might not be so comfortable. Fourth quarter action under a minute away. Can't wait to get you guys to this one. We're going to take a break when we come back. 8 minutes left to go in this top 10 matchup. Fourth quarter action ready to go. Of course, checking out here. When we come back, we'll get you guys the answer to the Dunkin Trivia question at our next break. The foul on the floor on Caleb Benning. Warriors up 9, trying to finish this one out. Westside has not trailed the entirety of this night. They're trying to hold off another top 10 opponent. Ball will go the other way. Benning will slow it down, give it out to Meeks. Meeks in the corner, great move, step back jumper, and it's no good. A loud one here in the main gym at Westside. This one's been an entertaining one back and forth. And another turnover from Papillion South. Gillespie looking to work in, little Euro step, and will get blocked. Gillespie, 89% from the charity strike so far this season, and just misses the first one. We'll see Brocale come into the ball game as Jackson Trout stepped out. Gillespie looking to continue to make it a 10-point game, and we're back at 4 possessions. 7:19 left to go in this one. Papillion South had some momentum to make this one close. The Warriors trying to hold it back. Maybe a little acting class there for Caleb Benning. The ball's going to go out of bounds and go back the Warriors' way. We've talked about Westside's offensive ability so much this season, but the defense has really showed out tonight. I mean, Logan Wilson's been doing a great job. Chandler Meeks, again, in my opinion, is easily the top 3 defenders in Class A. They've kept Papillion South under 40 points with just about 6.5 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Pacing Gillespie, another long 3, and it's no good. Great pass, puts him up, and we'll be able to get the and one. What a great over-the-shoulder pass from Denier Dempsey over to Kasut. Kasut will get 2 shots. And Kasut's first shot is up and no good. Kasut this season, 74% from the charity strike. And like we've been talking so much here tonight, it's really a flip of 2 teams. Both these teams are really relying on that 3-pointer. But Westside is so much of a younger and unexperienced team compared to this senior-dominated Papillion South.
You know, based on those 2 free throws right there, you might say he can't shoot. I messed my own joke up.
We love you, buddy. We love you. We love your jokes with Cade Martin, but Reggie Thomas hits another 3. 13 points for him tonight. And Westside, with 6:22 left to go, is up by just the same. So let's look at our Dunkin Trivia question of the night. Of course, out tonight, Elkhorn South transfer Tate Odvody has taken over much of this season with Westside scoring leader. Who before Odvody was Westside's last sophomore transfer, and where did he transfer from? A lot of people might be thinking PJ Nagombe from Omaha Northwest, but it's Pacing Gillespie. Pacing Gillespie started off his freshman season at DC West and came over here his sophomore year. And Tyler Ridey, once again, man, stop figuring these ones out. You're doing too good. Papillion South will try to start it off. Needs a big run. Berger trying to work around in the corner, going to give it off to Raquel. Raquel over to Kasut, trying to work on Gillespie. A little bit of a mismatch. What a great steal from Caleb Benning. Up to Meeks, layup and blocked. What a block from Daniel Brockell. But will force a foul, and Meeks will get 2 shots as Papio South is 1 away from putting the Warriors into the bonus. It's weird to say that we're unused to this kind of loudness in this place here tonight, but the energy from the fans from these teams has been so big, especially finally able to get students back in this one last week. Meeks hits the first one up by 14, but again, the atmosphere has just been so big.
Really, the only thing missing right now is the band.
Meeks takes the second. And a loud one tonight would make an even louder one at that with the band here tonight. But another turnover. We go back the other way. Ball stay in bounds. We'll dive on it. Who they'll bring it to? They'll give it to the Warriors. They'll keep the call to the west side. Dominic Lezak able to get the steal and throw it off of Brockell. And another Papio South turnover. It's been a big trouble for them tonight. 245 total turnovers this season. And with their inability to hit some threes and late transition turnovers, that's why Papio South has been such on his skid these last few games. Meeks doesn't want the screen, will give out the reset, keeping back himself. Almost lets it away. Monty got hit in the face a little bit. We'll give it back over to the corner to Beckenauer. And 3 is no good. Westside with a 15-point lead. And they've worked well when up by big numbers, especially in the second half of games. Going so far into this season, they have not lost a single game that they started, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. They have not led in a single one of those games they lost. Corner, no opportunity to be a foul off of Meeks. Got him up in the air.
Foul starts the Warriors, number 5. Team 6, back in for the Warriors, number 4.
The suit. We'll see Meeks leave as CJ Mitchell comes back in. I think a suit will come out of the ball game as well. Brockell will give it up to Berger at the top of the key. Papio South, wide open shot from Berger, and no good. Like we've been talking about so many missed opportunities for this Papio South offense. We saw it a lot last night up against Creighton Prep, and we're seeing it more tonight. Big turnovers, not a lot of great possessions for these Titans. And it's why they've been getting up so many big leads and really haven't been able to put themselves in good positions to make these ones games. And the Warriors have just capitalized off so many mistakes tonight, as you see Thomas right there. We got to start keeping stats for points off and turnovers. Tonight, Westside, which being a huge possession gain in that one. As you see, Brockell hits a 3. Still a 14-point lead for the Warriors. Gillespie almost had a wide open 3, unable to hold that one. But a great cut from Mitchell. And Simons will call a timeout. 3:53 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Westside up by 14. When we come back, 4 minutes left to go. Can Westside put this one home on WTV Live? back here, 4 minutes left to go. Here in this fourth quarter, Westside up 14. And I'm getting jittery. This one's going to be a good fourth quarter. Simons looking for something from the ref, not quite sure what we're seeing. Trainer heads down to the locker room. We'll see if there's something one of our guys needs. But Benning, long pass, might be dangerous. Go back the other way, but it'll go out of bounds. We'll stay with that ball. They'll move it back another about 50 feet the other way. And we'll see Papio South start with the press. See Chandler Meeks out of this one, sitting so far. Gillespie's had a big night. Reggie Thomas with 13. And the Warriors, with under 3.5 left to go, really just need to waste down this clock. Gillespie almost got a little bit of a move. Not able to quite get some ankles. But Mitchell moving around. Gillespie over to Benning. Benning top of the key. A big freshman key for these Warriors so far this season. Averaging just under 5 points a game. Almost an error pass from Thomas. We see from Benning this season, he really hasn't been the guy that you always, he's not the star player of this team. But he's really a guy that'll get you some consistent points. As a great block from Beckenauer will bring the ball back the other way for the Titans. We'll see Logan Wilson checking the ball game. I haven't seen him since early in that third quarter. Surprising, especially how good he has done.
I mean, it's a little unfortunate. I was really looking forward to seeing him some more.
I mean, he's had such a great night. I mean, of course, points-wise is not what you're going to see out of Logan Wilson. It's really the dirty work you're going to see out of him. Berger looking for a three, and he puts it home. And it's an 11-point game. Papio South working a press, full court press working here. Benning trying to get out of it. Thomas will. Westside looking to slow it down. Almost got a turnover there. Long pass will go to Benning. Corner to Rezak. Rezak will try to drive in. What breaks his ankles. Unable to finish. But we saw Jackson Trout flying down the baseline. Three opportunity won't go, and Benning will be fouled from Trout. We haven't seen a lot of that this season, but goodness gracious. What a move, Dominic Rezak behind the back. If only he could have finished on that one. If only he could have finished.
That was way too dirty. That should not be a legal play in the game of basketball. Very disrespectful to the opponent.
We keep it even up in here, folks. We keep it even. Caleb Benning, so far this season, 73% from the charity strike. And talking with Simon just about Benning's, consistency so far this season. It's been a big help, and that's why he's got the starting job. Benning's first shot of the 1-and-1 is good. Westside, of course, now in the bonus. Papio South, one forced foul away from getting themselves into it as well. 12-point lead will move to 13 with 2:09 left to go. And Simons wants a timeout. Now this one, Westside. We've been talking about Tate Odvody so much this season because he's been such a presence in the paint as well as around the perimeter. I mean, he's been someone that dual guy the Warriors really needed, after losing both Jaden Booth, PJ Ngambi, Ryan Adkins, Carl Brown last season. A lot of guys to make up, and Tate Odvody had really pushed into there, and we thought, Papio South might have a chance with it. They have this height advantage up against a team like Westside. They have a good opportunity, but the game plan just really hasn't fit the style of offense Papio South has needed tonight.
It's just kind of weird seeing both styles of offense. One just kind of sitting back, one trying to get that, both trying to get that three, but one just staying back, staying on the perimeter in Westside, and Papio South trying to drive in, but just not able to get a good pass out.
Now we've seen some big guys or big points from some smaller names here tonight. And of course, Reggie Thomas, having a stellar night. averaging 13.5 so far this season. And he's really been consistent. He's not been a guy that's like going 22 here, then 0 here. He's been consistent 9, 10, 15 here or there. He's been a consistent scorer all season. It's been a big reason for this Westside team. Dempsey at the top of the key working on Thomas. We would say this is somewhat of a mismatch, but Thomas has done very well defensively tonight.
I talked with him last year, I believe, or no, it was 2 years ago, excuse me. But the reason why Simons is able to put him on top of those big guys is because, as Reggie quotes, he's big.
Gillespie with another 3 from the corner. 16 points for him tonight. And what a night he has had. And we talked about him so much last season. He was the guy, other than Jaden Boo somewhat last season, that you'd always want to kick out to. He's always seems to be wide open in the corner, and he'd hit him. He's been doing somewhat of the same thing this season, but has been getting the ball so much more, and you see it so far this season. Of course, in the last 3 or 4 games, hasn't exactly struggled, I would say, but hasn't had the same consistency from 3 that we really expected him at the start of the season. But tonight, what an outcome for him. You see a little bit of confusion. It was a 1-and-1. Baseline rep didn't quite realize that to start off with, I guess, and Thomas wasn't quite sure either. But it'll be a 16-point lead for the Warriors with 1:20 to go. And this one very likely is out of reach for Papio South, as they'll keep the press going. They'll need a foul. Now Meeks is not the guy you want to foul. We'll give it out to Benning. This time ticking down to just about under a minute, and they'll foul there from number 24 in Benning. The Westside, no game tomorrow. We'll see 3 games all home here next week. We'll go up against Elkhorn South, the rescheduled game from last Tuesday on next Tuesday. Then they'll go up against Millard West on Friday, and we'll go up against Bellevue East on Saturday. All 3 of those doubleheaders will be live here on Warrior Television. And a great week of basketball. A potential for 3 big wins for the Warriors next week. A big top 10 matchup if Millard West can stay there next Friday. But this one's been fun here tonight. Warriors up by 15. Looking to close this one out with 51 seconds left to go. I think this win here tonight for the Warriors, if it stays the same, which it very likely will just be the story of the depth that this team has. A lot of guys are thinking about next season going overall about how this team could be. Of course, the Warriors have somewhat, are not in any way out of the possible favor for a state championship bid this season. But next year, with so many senior-led teams this year, with Millard North, with Bellevue West, with this team here in Papio South, with Creighton Prep essentially just being seniors, and so many other teams with high senior caliber teams, there's not a lot of teams with experience unlike this team at Westside. And they're looking to continue it going here. Of course, only 4 games left, only 4 doubleheaders we'll see on the boys and girls before we get to districts. Of course, those 3 games next week, and then one the week after on Friday up against Gretna. A team that has hovered around the top 10 but really hasn't had a lot of success up against the big teams. Thomas's first shot is no good. But again, only 4 games until we get to districts for both these teams at home, at least. We'll see Lincoln East as well. That game will be on Warrior Television again, but not a doubleheader. And the Westside in a really good position to be able to host the entire district. Crowd loud in this one. And we'll see the seniors, all 3 seniors come out in this ball game. Bo, Lucas, Brayton, Gregorich, and Kevin Stubblefield. Excuse me, London Stubblefield. I get those brothers mixed up. I can't keep doing that. All 3 will come into this ball game. Bo, of course, state champion in football. And what an amazing feat it would be if this team could win state in basketball as well. A lot of improvements Simons feels needs to be made for this team to really be a consistent perennial powerhouse, but feels there's so much potential for this team going forward this season, especially after losing a lot of powerful seniors last year. This team just somewhat recharged.
You might even say that the team looks even better than they did last year, not really having just one guy that plays that you can give the ball to.
I see a shot, no good. Great defense from Bo Lucas as this one will end. Bo Lucas unable to get the three to end off this one. But Westside wins it at home, 62-46. Huge night for the Warriors. Westside will move on with another win, and we'll see them next Tuesday up against Elkhorn South. When we come back, we'll get an interview with our player of the game tonight, Logan Wilson. Big win for the Warriors here tonight. You guys are able to take it down, your second top 10 win of the season in Papillion South. You know, Tate Odvody out here tonight. I know you guys have been working back and forth for that forward position so far this season. You know, a really big starting opportunity for you. You know, a couple blocks, a couple really big points. You know, how are you able to, push through with a big win tonight?
Well, with Tate out, I got to decide I got to step up. And Tate averages 14 or 15 a game. And I bring a lot defensively, so defensively I got to step up, especially on Denier and Graham. They're both offensive players, so I think with the couple baskets I had, I did a great job.
So we're talking about, Denier Dempsey as well as Kasut a little bit. Some of the top big men so far in Class A. You did a really good job working them down, able to keep both Denier Dempsey and Kasut under 10 points here tonight. What do you feel you need to continue to do up against these next couple nights to continue to put pressure on some of these big men?
Well, most big men are very skilled offensively, so both of them, they were very hard to guard. Denier has great footwork, and his post moves are great, and Graham's a great shooter. So me defensively, I just got to work on guarding the ball and my post defense, and I think we'll do great as a team.
All right, so you guys got 3 games next week, 1 top 10 up against Millard West. A really long week for you guys going forward. What do you guys need to continue to do getting closer to districts to continue your success?
Great practices, that's where it starts. And then also I think we just got to be together as a team with Tate out. We all come together because he's just so good. We just got to come together and be one good team.
How can you talk about this depth so far this season? Of course, you started off on the bench a little bit so far this season, able to get some big starts. You guys got 9 guys that are really able to put a big impact on this team, more than you've really seen in any other group. Going forward, what do you want to see in the future of this program?
Well, CJ Mitchell and the freshmen that play, they are very good. And Charlie Davis, when he comes off the bench, and Dom brings a good defensive player mindset. And CJ, he's a very good guard, and he's very shifty. So I think with them, that's going to be great. And then we got some more freshmen, and then obviously the seniors are great team chemistry leaders. So I think our depth is very good. One of the best in the state.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Logan.
Thank
Big
you.
win for the Warriors tonight, 62-46. We'll get you guys next week on Tuesday. Warriors will go up against Elkhorn South here at home. My name is Jaden Taylor. Alongside me tonight, Cade Martin and the entire WTV Live crew. Thank you so much. We'll see you Tuesday.